Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I am Megan, the face behind Cozy Friend Creations, and this week we have a market week. I'm gonna start in like the night before, just kind of like what I'm doing, just a little bit, not like a full-on thing, but then we're gonna go from the time I wake up until the end of the market when I get home, and just go over what I made, what I thought of the market. You all get to see some customer interactions and see my full setup. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. All right, so it is the day before the market. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to price. I've gotten some of it priced already, and then I'm also going through, I have 2 bags that already have plushies in them. Some of them I need to change the prices on just because I've had them for a while, and once I have them for a while, I will price them down a little bit just to get them sold, because if not, once they hit like the year mark, if I still have them, then I'll cut them up, and I don't want to, I'm trying not to do that this year because I hate destroying plushies that I spent time on. So I end up just marking them down. I'll mark them down a little bit to begin with. If they sell then, great. If not, by the time they do hit the year mark, I usually do it around Christmas. I'll do like a whole clearance section where everything's like $15 or less for like bigger plushies, but that's craft bears only. So yeah. And then I'm putting all my $5 items in here just so that it makes it easier tomorrow, because we have plenty of time to set up. They actually give us 3 hours, but I'm only going for, it starts at 6:30. I'm not going until 7:30. I am doing Louisville Con this week, and then 2 weekends from now I have Anime Fest. But I have like a regular craft fair next weekend, and then also the day before Anime Fest, because Anime Fest is on a Sunday this year. So I'm gonna be a little bit busy. Yeah, I already have all these priced, and there's some this is like some of the stuff I made this week. The $10 and $15 items on the bottom are, those don't get priced because they have signs where they're at. And then I've priced a few bigger items. So also, sorry if the lighting's like horrible. There is, y'all are in my windowsill, and there's a tree right out the window, so it's like, yeah. Okay, so all of the bags are ready. There's the Winky and Mimi. Ignore all the mail and that. We're getting ready to move, so we're just saving boxes and stuff. But those 3 are all, well, those 2 are full of plushies. The bottom one's some setup stuff. That one's all of my $5 items, and then coasters and pins, and then some extra bags. The rest of my setup stuff is already in his car because I've been doing so many craft fairs. We just bring up the inventory pretty much, and just the pink bag stuff. So I think now it's only like, let me go see. It's only 5 o'clock, so I think I'm going to make some bag clips, because I don't have any of those made. I have like the mystery ones, but not just regular ones. So okay, so good morning. It is the morning of the craft fair. I'm currently just doing my makeup. I'm wearing my Cozy Friend Creations pullover, and then just some mom jeans. My boyfriend is currently taking everything to the car. It is so early. It is 6 in the morning, or at least we woke up at 6. It's a little after 6, but we gotta leave by 6:30, and then we're gonna go get breakfast, and then we have an hour drive ahead of us. So fun. I'm not really a morning person, so this is, he isn't either. He had a hard time this morning getting up, so, which, you know, I don't blame him. He went to bed a lot later than I did, but he also got home kind of late, so, or he didn't get off work till 10. So, yeah, but once we get there, I'm just gonna set up and I'll talk to y'all then. So here is the setup. Okay, so it is like a few minutes till 9. It starts at 10. I'm set up pretty early. There's the setup. I already did like a kind of like overview of it. I haven't made any sales yet, but I just like sat down. So also it is like burning up in here, so I'm not able to wear my pullover. We think they turned the air on though finally, so hopefully it cools down a lot. I think it has a little bit. But yeah, so I'll update y'all when I get my first sale or a few sales or something. Okay, so we officially made our first sale and we aren't even open yet. It was from another vendor. It was my possum pattern that I have, and I made him a like a littler yarn, so he was like $17, so he was smaller than normal. Normally he's like this big, and this time he was like that big. So cute. She absolutely loved it, so that was great. We have like 20 minutes until open. Online they said that they were gonna let people in at 9:30, but like in the email or like that it started at 9:30, but then everywhere online it says 10. So maybe they just wanted us to be set up by 9:30 so that we were ready when people did come in at 10. I don't know. But also, Andrew bought me the cutest little pullover. It's so cute. They did finally turn on the air, so I am going to probably put that on here in a little bit instead of my Cozy Friend Creations one, because that one's cuter. But yeah, we're off to a good start. The sale before open is always a good start. I talked to some of the other vendors that have done this one. They said last year was a little slow, but I don't know what slow means to them, because I'm used to like really slow craft fairs, and I don't think they mean that slow. So hopefully it should still be pretty good. Is this the person who made this little pullover?
Got another one right here.
What's your business name?
It is At a Stitching Witch, and I'm Bree. This is Mike. He is my unpaid booth name.
Hello.
Hey, you're not the only one, babe.
What?
He tries to beat me out as Employee of the Month every year, but I'll never let him have it. It's always going to be me.
Definitely.
But he surely tries.
Okay, I'll screen.
Okay, so it's like 10:30 something. We've made a few sales. I'd say we're about at least $50 in, but it's still kind of slow. Another vendor said that it picks up more as the day goes on, so we'll see.
Taking a horde of critters.
Alrighty, would you like a bag?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, me too. That's why my Yeah, it's good stuff. No problem.
Huh?
You get here when I walk around.
Alright, it'll be $15 out of this money.
Alright.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You too.
Do you mind if I handle these?
Of course, yeah. Those, the heads pop up and down, so they're like little fidgets. Decisions are hard.
Yeah, they're from my daughter.
Aw.
She's been watching like Super Mario lately and stuff like that. So
Okay, yeah.
Kirby, she knows. Little Toadstool, she knows.
Yeah.
She likes these.
Aw, well then she'll love these.
Try to think of it.
In my experience, kids usually like any of those.
Chicken.
Check. Alrighty, and it'll be 15. Will be cash or card?
Venmo?
Venmo, of course.
This is more than what you have. No, it's not.
Yeah, those are only $10.
These are 10?
Yes.
Okay. So you have 15.
Okay, little update. We sold some like different $5 items, which are always my best sellers. And then I also sold my blue raspberry dragon, which was a bigger item, so I'm excited. And then one of the people who is like another vendor or whatever, she does like a lot of cons. I've seen her at other ones. She gave me a flyer for another one, so I'm gonna look into it and I might sign up for this one. So that's exciting. I like doing Comic Cons quite a bit. It's definitely a lot slower than I thought it would be, but like the other one said, midday it picks up. It hasn't even been open an hour yet, but we're doing good for, I think I paid $100 for this one. I can't really remember, but I'll have to go back to my receipt, and at the end when I tell y'all the total and everything, I will have that number. Little update, it has been going very well. There's people here and I've had to restock my $5 items 2 times already, so I don't have a lot left of those to actually restock stuff. But I've had some like pretty high ticketed items within like $60 and $70, which is great. There's crocheters at Comic-Con. Sorry, I'm coming to watch someone and talk. There's crocheters at Comic-Con, but a lot of people here don't run into crocheters that often, so that's a good thing. I don't like people just taking stuff when they're in another booth and showing it. Because you never know if they're going to steal, but so I've had that happen a few times, but yeah. Okay, so it's currently 12 o'clock, so we have 5 hours left. I'm so tired. It seems to have kind of slowed down, but also not. I don't know how to explain it. Generally with these things, they have a big burst of people, and then they slow, and then there's the contest, and there's just maybe a few shoppers here and there, and then usually after the contest is whenever kind of dies and everyone packs up, whether it's 5 o'clock or not, so we will see. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be in the background of a lot of people's videos and pictures today because everyone's taking videos and pictures. But we did sell, so some of the things I know that we've sold other than little $5 items have been, we've sold Chopper. So I still have Luffy and Zoro left. But I have Anime Fest, so if they don't sell here, I'm not too concerned about it. Nanami sold, which is my biggest one other than Toothless. Hello! How are you? Good.
So what do you sell?
Crocheted plushies, car coasters, and pins.
These pens?
Yes. They're Twista.
I don't know where those twist. Oh. Usually I can. Okay. Is this your partner or something?
It's my boyfriend. He's just here for the.
Saw, dude. I'll meet you, bro.
Hello. How are you all?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. There are more designs behind each of the front ones of these. I've got a lot of the lighting in here is pretty okay for vlogging and stuff, but it's giving me, oh my god, so many really bright fluorescent lights. But I'm having fun-ish, I guess. A lot more fun than I have at a lot of Comic Cons, because a lot of people here, there's really shy people, but then there's really talkative people. And there's just over there sleeping. Or on his phone. He's switching between the two. Okay, both of the grits have sold, and then neither of the Stitches have sold. Everyone's like, oh my god, Stitch, but no one's gotten him, which is actually surprising because Stitch is usually one of the first things that go. I'm surprised Cubone has not sold yet. Cubone is the cutest. Trying to think what else I've sold. I sold the little Hello Kitty I made yesterday. And then someone brought a brown cow that I packed for. Oh my gosh, I began forgetting to update my Shopify. Okay, so it is currently 2:30, which means we have 2.5 hours left. It has slowed down significantly. Like, there isn't any new people coming in, really, so the only people that are here are just, like, people who have already been here. I ended up selling my eggs, and then one of my, like, regulars, she usually doesn't come to Comic-Cons, but I haven't seen her in, like, forever because since I moved, I'm, like, not by her anymore. Well, now I'm back in the town where she normally is, and she came and she got my cookie cow. She's so sweet. I absolutely love her. And then, yeah, I sold, like, 2 loaf cats, a mystery plushie bag clip. Yeah, I've sold more, but I can't exactly remember what. But my next update will probably be in the car. Yeah, and when I get it'll probably be when I get home. But I'll give you all the total, how the market went, my thoughts on it, and just all that. Which, of course, I'll probably know my thoughts just because of how much I've been talking, but yeah. That's what's left. I did restock a few things a couple of times, so it looks more full than what I actually sold. Okay, so I'm home now. Ignore the makeup. It is, like, halfway off, and it's still just under my eyes, but I'm just gonna go over, like, the craft fair, what I made, what I thought about it. This was my first time doing this one, and this isn't a regular craft fair or, like, market. It's a Comic-Con, which I personally love doing Comic-Cons. So I really liked this one. It was a lot more organized than what I'm used to with them. Like, they already sent you where you were gonna be, which is nice because that's what, like, craft fairs do. Generally the eTown Con one I do, they just kind of give you a place once you get there. Like, they have it planned out, but they don't, like, send out an email letting you know. But either way, that I don't really care when it comes to the Comic-Cons for some reason. Craft fairs I kind of like to know beforehand, but then most of the customers were nice. There were a few that were a little creepy. I think honestly just like one kind of creepy one. But the rest of them were nice. They were so sweet. I always love meeting new people. I met new craft fair vendor friends, which was amazing. Loved that. I always enjoy making new vendor friends. And then there were also people there that I have vended with at other Comic-Cons before. So as far as what I made, I'm going to go from, like, least to most as far as, like, what kind of, like, platform I made it on or whatever. But in Venmo, I made $15. In PayPal, I made $25. In cash, I made $392. And then in Square, I made $495. So that takes me, I think it was like $906. If I'm wrong, I will put it right here. The booth fee for this one was $125. My cat is getting into the pack of water outside the doors in the kitchen, so just ignore that. But yeah, so overall this was amazing, a good craft fair. or like market. It's a Comic-Con, so, but yeah. I'm gonna close out the video here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.